Greetings, I'll be on in a bit. Okay, time to turn off this music for a second. How is my fucking audio level? Okay, can you hear me? I'd like to know before we start up proper. Would anyone care to help me out? Man, there's already people getting fucking blocked. How's the audio? Can you hear me? Am I too loud? Am I not loud enough? Make sure your audio levels are decent before you chime in, though. Come on. Good? Okay, I got it good. Okay, good audio. Alright, okay. Gonna be going on in just a second. Let me turn on the sound. Turn the sound back on. I know how much you love this catchy soundtrack. Greetings! I'm your host, Dr. Wolfula, and right now we're going to be kicking off the Halloween season proper October 1st. We're going to be going past midnight. We're going to be watching, fucking House on Haunted Hill, starring Vincent Price, the late great Vincent Price, and a bunch of other dead actors. But, you know, Vincent Price, right? It's pretty good. Okay, I can pretty much only do public domain horror movies, so yeah, maybe someday I'll get the rights to like Friday the 13th movies. I'm sure Paramount will totally be game for that. But for now, we gotta fucking deal with public domain so I don't get sued. You don't want to see me sued, right? Right? Of course you want to see me sued. You're some kind of scumbag. But first, we're gonna kick things off with a short. But let's head on into the theater. Look at all these comments that I'm probably not gonna be reading. Okay, anyway, let's get started with the short. Let's start it up. Get close up. I'm gonna have the countdown leader. Alrighty. 6, 5, 4, 2, wait, 3. Oh, damn it. Whatever. Oh, man. Fog is a good sign of something that's going to be quality. Coronet Films. Yeah. Since this became public domain and it came out in the 80s, I'm guessing Coronet Films does not exist anymore. Too bad. I'm sure, based on this cinematography, all these floating... I wonder how they did that. Did they really get masks to float around? Okay, I'm starting to trip out right now. This is getting a little too intense. Okay, there's a creature from the Black Lagoon. There's a Frankenstein. Maybe they got sued by Universal. Like, oh shit! Oh no! What the fuck's going on? Oh, okay. I gotta calm down. That was normal. Okay, that was a normal thing to see.
Halloween is really a special time.
Wait, who's talking?
Especially for me. You can see why if you know who I am.
Wait, what are you?
That's me, a jack-o'-lantern.
Whoa, holy shit, a jack-o'-lantern's talking!
I sit up here and watch.
Oh, okay, it's just a cartoon.
Nice scary time.
Sorry,
All those wonderful costumes and masks and makeup.
I find it a little weird.
Halloween is. I also
this jack-o'-lantern is watching these kids and worrying about them. He's got bigger issues, like the fact that he's going to be rotting soon.
For instance, look next door. That's where Corey lives.
How do you know his name? How much do you actually see? This is getting weird.
That's a big one. It probably weighs close to that.
Probably.
Come on here and set it down.
Okay.
You get the paper.
Man.
How's that?
That's fine.
Okay, he's going for the knife. Let's see. Okay. He's just.
Pumpkin's not easy to carve.
Isn't?
I know that. You need the proper
I think
tools.
it's a little fucked up because.
First, you have to draw
I mean,
a face that you can carve.
You have to carve these pumpkins to give them faces. That's a little macabre, knowing that they're alive based on this fucking guy, unless they fucking Frosty the Snowman
So you can scoop out
and
the
just
insides.
fucking come to life because of the
It takes a
face. I
sharp
don't know.
knife. And you know, sharp knives can be dangerous if they're not used right. I'm glad that Corey's father
Why are sharp knives
safer that
dangerous
way.
if not used right? I mean, weren't they
Get inside.
created to fucking kill people? Like, wasn't that the main thing that they were used for? Like, that's what their intended purpose was. Am I wrong?
Not that way.
I don't think I'm wrong.
Start cleaning it out.
Getting my inside scooped out tickles me.
Oh my god, this
It'd
is...
tickle you too, if you were a pumpkin.
Okay, I'm getting the weirdest erection right
So
now.
far,
That's
it's been fun.
it's a little too much
Look
information,
at
and
Corey's hand. Kind of
how
gooey,
is-
isn't it? Corey is going
I
to
feel
carve
like
a
this
face with a
this
small
jack-o'-lantern was fucking brainwashed or
imagine
something.
how
He's
that knife
totally
is
okay
knife.
with
Maybe cut her?
being
I hope
fucking
Corey will do the same
fucking
thing.
torn open and having his organs spilled out, and knowing that he'll be resigned to death because of these actions.
Good, that's a lot better. A clean, dry
Well, is this
hand
like
can hold
a...
the knife safely.
So far, I mean,
And
I
cut
guess
with
this
it
is
safely, too.
more of a fucking jack-o'-lantern
Cut
tutorial
slowly,
than a
carefully, in small slices,
goddamn...
and always cut away
a
from yourself.
goddamn fucking safety video.
Make sure there's
It is
adult
informative,
or
though.
someone a lot older than
You know,
who can help you if you need help.
I found,
That's the safe
in
way
my
to carve a
experience, you're either
I'm
a
glad
fucking
Corey isn't going to
artist
spoil her Halloween fun.
at making jack-o'-lanterns,
Carve carefully.
or
That's one way to have
you
a
just
Halloween
make
that's
the
fun
shittiest thing.
and
Like,
safe.
you know, I don't know. It's just
But
not
what
worth
about
the
having a
effort.
candle burning
I say
inside
just put a
the place?
pumpkin in front of the
Well, I'm
fucking
sitting on
in
the
front of your fucking house,
But a candle
and then if somebody
pumpkin
wants
on
to
a
come
wooden
along and do
porch
something with
might
it,
not be safe at all.
let them go ahead.
A flashlight could be a lot safer then. But it's best to stay away from lighted candles that are inside or outside of jack-o'-lanterns. You know why.
I don't know why. Could somebody explain
not
to me in the
everybody
chat
tries to
why
on
you
Halloween,
shouldn't touch
but just
fire?
about everybody does
Is there something
dress up
I
in
don't
costume.
know?
For instance, look across the street there. Do you see what I see?
Man, this pumpkin
That
has
robot
really
is
good
Jeremy
vision for
in his
something
costume.
without any actual fucking eyeballs. I love these old fucking costumes where they don't even give you something that looks accurate to anything. They just give you the mask, but then they give you like a smock with the fucking a plastic smock with just the thing you're supposed to be. Like, they were so shitty back then. Oh, fire burns. Okay, I guess that's good to know then. He wasn't very specific, okay? What if a little kid was watching this and he was just like, okay, now I gotta find out why I shouldn't touch fire. Then you got a lawsuit on your hands, okay?
Fall down just anywhere, and probably everywhere. Sidewalks hurt you when you fall on them, and so do streets. And streets are especially dangerous to fall down on. Jeremy has
Yeah,
to
all
be able
those
to walk
syringes
better.
all over the
He
street.
doesn't want to spoil his Halloween fun.
Just,
There, that's better. A costume
a real
shouldn't make
danger.
you trip or fall. That's not safe. It should be easy.
I
for
feel
you
like
to
this
move
is
in
the
your
point
costume.
where we were starting
And you have
to
to be able to see
really
where you're
baby
going.
these kids.
A
Like,
mask
come
that
on,
makes
let
it
them
hard to see could
get
you
roughed
into all
up,
kinds of
okay?
trouble. There, that's much better.
Wait, did he?
Jeremy can see well now and move safely in his costume too.
Yeah, but now you can see him too much, and you lose all immersion. You forget.
She can't
You're
see
supposed to
much with her
forget that
mask
he's
on.
a fucking robot. Like, I mean, you're supposed to forget he's a human. So, I'd rather
Monster
take
needs an ugly face,
danger
but does it have to be
and
a mask?
accuracy to being a robot than
That can
fucking,
be just as good.
you know,
That's all
an
it takes to
inaccurate
make size for it.
costume that
Just don't get it in
looks
your
like a
eyes.
fucking piece of shit.
If you're not too good at putting
I might be
on makeup,
rambling, I don't
get
know.
an adult to help you.
Yeah, I'm watching a
Make sure your
someone just
mask
asked,
and
what the fuck am I
costume let you
watching? It's
see
a
well
Halloween
and
safety
walk
video.
And
I
they
probably
won't
should
spoil
have
your fun
introduced
for
the
Halloween.
short a little better,
Of
but
course,
yeah,
the reason you get all
we're in the
dressed up for
Halloween season, so I
you
need
can
to
have
make
fun going
sure that you
trick-or-treating.
guys are safe, okay? And then we'll get to the regular movie, alright? Oh, holy shit, that kid!
like to see all the
I wasn't
children
looking
in
for a second.
costumes.
That little
But
girl
when they see
really
them,
scared the
I
hell out
always
of
hope
me.
They don't forget all they know about crossing streets safely. And I hope you don't either.
Yeah, there's something about wearing a
That's
Halloween
especially
costume that gives you
important when
this
drivers can't see you
this
well.
belief that you are the
And for you to
actual
see the
thing
cars
and
well.
that nothing can
It's a
hurt
good
you. But
idea
guess
to
what?
take off your mask when you're
Just
crossing.
because you're fucking dressed up as
Even
the
though it may
devil
not be nighttime,
doesn't mean
it's
that
dark
you're
enough to
going
make
to
things
survive being hit by a
outdoors hard
car,
to see.
okay?
You and the cars.
I know this is a
It makes
shock
me
to
so
you, but
happy when I see
it's
children
true.
look to their left
And you
for
will go to
cars
hell, but you
and
will
right
not
for
be a
cars.
dominant force in hell. You will be just
Left again before
fucking
they cross.
tortured, okay? While wearing the thing that you were wearing
All the
before,
safety
which
rules
was a
about
fucking
Halloween.
shitty devil costume, and everyone will make fun of you in
It's
hell,
safe
okay?
to
I'm
stop
just gonna
to
make
cross
sure you
between
know
parked
that.
cars. That can be very dangerous. And don't cut across yards or empty lots. When it's dark, you can't see
Is it-
what's there.
Oh, who fucking maintains their lawn like that?
Remembering safety
Jesus.
rules is
You
very
shouldn't be
important.
walking in this neighborhood anyway if there's
Something else
fucking
that can
glass
keep you
all
safe
over the
outside
place.
when it's dark.
Like,
You'll see
seriously,
right away.
you... Oh, I'm gonna bring my kids in this fucking neighborhood with
just as
fucking
I
broken
thought.
bottles all over the
Firewalk.
place. Yeah, that's great.
The people who live in my house like to take pictures of the children who come by.
Yeah, we'll get to the movie soon. The movie's short, so I need to add a short to it, like in Mystery Science Theater, you know? Just to make it a little longer, because the movie's only 75 minutes long. It's like 20 minutes shorter than Night of the Living Dead, so, you know, add a short to
Do you
add
see
to the
how easy it is to
runtime,
see the
okay?
bright colors in the costumes?
Whoa, those
Bright colors are easier to see at night
Those
than dark
kids
colors are.
look like they
There's something
saw...
Some parts
a
seem
man's
to
penis.
glow from the camera flash. That's how those
Yeah.
parts will look when car headlights shine on them.
Who takes a picture of the kids like... Yeah, that's kind of
Those are just
creepy.
pieces of
Like, when they...
special tape that reflect light very well.
Man, this is a really
put tape
shitty
like that
recording.
on your
Look at all these
and
fucking...
on your trick-or-treat bag.
digital artifacts.
Some costumes
It's
already
not
have reflective
professional.
material on them. Making your costume and your bag easy to see makes you easy to see. And that's a good way to help make Halloween safe.
So wait,
The
was he...
safer Halloween is, the more fun it is. for
Putting
you and
reflectors
for
all
me.
over your costume? That's
That's
kind
what
of
I think.
lame.
But some people
like,
have a strange idea of fun. They think
It's like
fun
wearing
to
a
mess
helmet
up
as
other people's
Superman.
things.
Like, seriously, come on. It's... You gotta...
They don't think about how
Man, a
people
lot of
feel whose
people
things
are
ruined.
getting fucking blocked in the comments.
And some people think it's fun to throw things at cars and houses and buildings.
I mean, that is fun. I don't know what...
But the people whose things they're
This
messing up
jack-o'-lantern's
with,
a real prude,
I don't
especially
either.
since he
It
didn't
isn't
have an
fun to
upbringing.
spoil other people's things and make them unhappy.
Like, he was just recently
Some
brought
people
to
even
life.
think
How
it's
does he
fun
know
to
this shit?
Smash pumpkins.
Yeah, like the flea.
Oh no, that's not fun. Not for all the people who work so hard carving pumpkins.
Yeah, but that
Especially
pumpkin,
not for us
you're kind of shitty by, you know, jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. You post that on, you post a picture of this fucking jack-o'-lantern on Instagram, you're gonna get like
Some people don't
3
know what fun
likes.
really is.
Just
I do.
not something
And I'll
that
bet you
really
do, too.
anybody gives a shit
And
these
I
days.
know they do. Trick-or-treating is always fun. But there are some things you should remember to help keep it fun. One thing is to always go out with friends. And have an adult come along, too.
Friends with
Don't
benefits,
trick-or-treat
especially. Then you get a little action past going into November 1st. You know what I'm saying?
If someone you don't know very well invites you in,
Look, tonight. Would you like to come in? I have more treats inside.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
that's right. Say,
Man, that's
no
some
thanks.
shitty candy. None of that is
And
on
don't
brand
eat
at
treats while
all.
you're
Like,
collecting them.
I guess maybe this was
Stay
still the
in your
point
own
where
neighborhood. Don't get too
they weren't
far
really
from
making good candy
home.
that
Don't
was
worry,
like
you'll
commercial
collect
for
those.
Halloween, the little fun-sized ones. And maybe there was just, maybe only the shitty candy makers were getting in on the Halloween action. Maybe, or maybe they just didn't want to get sued. I don't know.
Houses with no outside lights on, which you shouldn't. You'll have a wonderful time at Halloween. Some
Yeah,
of you will
don't...
probably still be out when it's really dark. That's when
Sometimes,
flashlights
you
are
know,
an
I found
especially
that
good
just
idea.
because a house has no lights on, I've still found candy in their houses. You know, so I don't understand why they're not answering my fucking bell ringing. Like, come on, you have candy. I broke into your house, I found the candy.
It isn't hard to
Well,
have
you're
a
holding
safe
out on me, and man, it's really fucked up, okay?
Just
Yeah,
look
that's
how
all I'm
easy it
saying.
is to see those children when they cross. They wouldn't want an accident to spoil their Halloween fun. I wouldn't want that to happen either.
I kind of want it to happen, okay? I'm gonna have to admit.
Corey and Jessica and Jeremy. It's almost time for them to head for home.
Here we
What
go.
do you do with all the treats you've collected? A lot of them are things to eat, of course.
Oh man, if I made this, I would have put
At least not right
at
away,
least a rock in there.
that's
Oh,
for sure.
oh, looks like there's some good candy in there. I see a couple of pills.
Decide, or at least
Oh, there's a
something lot older
Snickers
than
and an M&M's.
you. You see, some people think it's fun to play tricks with your treats.
He's sure happy about that. Like, he was like fucking smiling.
Might be a
Like,
sign of tampering.
yeah, some people want to fucking poison you.
There might
Isn't
be
that
things
funny?
in the candy. So break open candy bars before you eat them. Cut fruit into pieces before you eat it.
I don't know. This
Just in
seems like
case
a
something's been
fucking
stuck.
chore. Just fucking dive in, okay?
Watch out for things that look like candy, but might be medicines or drugs.
Yeah, you
or
sell
even
that
poisons.
shit, okay? Because, you know,
Don't
it's...
eat anything that doesn't look right.
Yeah, okay,
If it
maybe
looks funny,
have a
might
little
not be
taste
so
of the
funny if you
pills,
ate it.
but, you know, sell most of it, because
Treats
that
are so
stuff's
much fun to collect.
pretty
It'd be
good.
awful to have them spoil your Halloween fun by making you sick. Corey's treats won't make her sick, and I hope yours won't make you sick either.
The stream seems to be going into the red. Hopefully that's not too bad.
Halloween can be a scary time. Not because of witches or ghosts that we know aren't real. But
What?
because of real
You're a
things
fucking
that can
talking
spoil
jack-o'-lantern. How are those
Just
things
remember
not
these few
real?
important things I've
What the
told
fuck are you
about.
talking about? This is
Carve your
bullshit,
pumpkin carefully.
okay?
Make sure that you can see. And make sure people can see you.
Especially so they can
Remember
save
all
those
your safety
pictures
rules.
for later.
And take off your mask when you cross a street.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat in your own neighborhood. And don't keep any treats that don't look right.
Yeah, don't trick-or-treat at Bill Cosby's house, okay?
If you
That's
can
all
do
I'm gonna
all
tell
that,
you, okay?
Then you won't have to worry about scary, real things happening on Halloween. Right? Right.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, he fucking killed him! That was kind of scary. Okay, I'm a little creeped out right now. Oh, boy. You just killed that guy! How am I supposed to feel safe knowing that there's fucking ghosts killing people? Okay, I gotta fix this. Goulash, fix the fucking... okay. Alright, let's fix this. Okay, there we go. Fix the fucking film projector. There we go.
The popcorn can't be beat.
Yeah, so go to the lobby. This is a little sponsorship. I'm turning this down. It's too damn loud. Man, it's so weird to think that the voices of all that candy and shit, they're all dead. They're all probably dead. Yep. So, that was your opportunity to get some food before the movie started. You missed out if you didn't. Okay. Alright, Allied Artist. I guess that's a little different from... I guess Allied Artists is the even, like, shittier United Artists. Man. Oh, shit, that's loud. Fuck. That's not cool. Yeah, don't adjust your television sets. It's supposed to be like this. It's all dark. This movie had a lot of gimmicks, and back in the day, you could just do all this gimmicky shit where you just have, like, a dark screen and, like, sounds happening, and people are like, oh my god, is something really happening? It's fucked up. There we go. It's that one, fucking guy that looks like Radar O'Reilly.
May I introduce myself?
Yes.
I'm Watson Pritchard.
Hello, Watson. How you doing?
In just a minute, I'll show you the only really haunted house in the world.
Okay,
Since it was built a century ago, 7 people, including my brother, have been
Is it
murdered.
the Amityville house?
Since then, I've owned the house. I've only spent one night there, and when they found me in the morning, I was almost dead.
Dead tired? They woke you up really early, didn't they? Yeah, I get like that, too.
I'm Frederick Lauren, and I've
How you
rented the
doing,
house
Vincent?
on Haunted Hill tonight so that my wife can give a party. A haunted house party. She's so amusing.
Man,
There'll be food and
you're
drink
so
and
fucking...
ghosts. And perhaps
So
even a
fucking
few
smug,
murders.
aren't you, Vincent?
You're
Just
all
because you're the
invited.
greatest horror actor in
If any of you
cinema
will spend the
history.
next 12 hours in this house, I'll give you each $10,000. Or your next of kin in case you don't survive.
Is this a
Now,
Skype call?
Here come our other guests.
Man,
It was
circle
my
wipes
wife's
were
idea to
the
have our
bomb
guests
back
come in
then.
Funeral cars. She's so amusing. Her sense of humor is, shall we say, original. I dreamed up the hearse.
Man, he really fucking
Empty
hates his
now,
wife.
but after a night in the house on Haunted Hill, who knows? This is Lance Schroeder, a test pilot, so no doubt a brave man. But don't you think you can be much braver if you're paid for it? And I happen to know that
I
Lance
mean,
needs the 10,000.
Just because you're a test pilot doesn't mean you're that brave. Maybe you're so scared of the stuff on the ground that you'll go up into the
This is
sky
Ruth
where nothing
Bridges.
else
You've
fucking
no doubt read
exists.
her column in the newspapers. She says her reason for coming to the party is to write a feature article on ghosts. She's also desperate for money.
Aren't we all, though?
You've already met Watson Pritchard, a man living in mortal fear of a house, and yet he is risking his life to spend another night here. I wonder why.
Man, I wonder if Dangertainment would organize this today. You know, Halloween
This is Dr.
Resurrection.
David Trent, a psychiatrist. He claims that my ghost will help his work on hysteria. But don't you see a little touch of greed there? Around
Well,
the
after he fucking cocked his eyebrow, now I see a little bit of greed, okay?
This is
There's
Nora
something
Mack.
going on there, all right?
picked her from
I have to
the
admit.
thousands of people who work for me because she needed the 10,000 more than most. Supports her whole family. Isn't she pretty?
Do you actually have a live feed of these people? Like,
And you
huh.
have until midnight to find the house on Haunted Hill.
It's kind of funny because that's a fucking Frank Lloyd Wright house, and it doesn't look like your typical haunted house at all. But you know, I guess whatever. Yes, this was directed by William Castle. He did 13 Ghosts and The Tingler. A lot of his horror movies were very gimmicky. You know, they basically had shit pop out in the actual theaters a lot of the time. And yeah, so that was pretty much his thing. That's how he became so successful. But the things that popped out would not scare anyone today. Like, in this movie particularly, he had a fucking skeleton on a rope with just a rope and pulley system, and the skeleton would, like, pop out, and, you'd be scared, I guess, because it's a fucking skeleton on a rope coming through the audience. I guess that people were scared. It's so crazy to think that not too long ago, people were scared of, like, the dumbest shit. Just a fucking skeleton just on a rope. I guess maybe... especially since you know going in, because apparently the process was called emergo. So apparently just having a skeleton on a rope come towards an audience, that requires its own, like, fucking patented system. It's called emergo when the skeleton comes out. Something I didn't actually comment on was that the title of the movie has fucking quotation marks. I don't know why movies for the longest time did that with their titles, usually. They just had, like, quotation marks. Just to let you know, this is the title of the movie. This is part of the movie. All the other text is credits and stuff, but this is the important bit of text you need to read. You need to know what fucking movie you're watching. Right. Oh shit, someone just subscribed to Super Chat. Check that out. I love your stuff too, though, William Mister. And I've never seen that before, the Super Chat with the... Did you get to pick your own color? It's a wacky color right there, huh? Really stands out. It also doesn't fit inside my, I hadn't accounted for Super Chat, so Super Chat stuff does not actually fit into the chat screen. I might have to reevaluate how I handle the chat screen. That's not the best way to do it, I suppose. Someone asked if this movie was stupid or brilliant. I haven't seen it in a while, but,
Only the ghosts.
I remember it being kind of silly by today's standards.
Are we all strangers to each other?
But it has some actually scary moments, though. I have to admit, like, there's certain things that really hold up. But not a lot of it doesn't. A lot of it is skeletons on ropes.
I've never met him.
I work for one of his companies, but I've never seen him.
I've never met the man either.
I'm gonna try not to talk over dialogue and just let people talk and let you hear it.
Well, then you're the only one of us who does.
I don't know him.
Oh, so
All the
it's...
details
Okay,
about
so
the house were
the
done by
Super
me.
Chat amount is color-coded
Millions.
based on how much you pay, huh? Okay, that's
Four, I
that's
think,
pretty
so
cool.
far.
$50,000 party for only 5 people is a little steep,
So
even for a millionaire.
I wonder if there's like a gold one. Whatever, I need to be thinking about that.
If I were going to haunt anybody, this would certainly be the house I'd do it in.
The funny thing is that the exterior fucking Frank Lloyd Wright house, they didn't actually shoot there. This is all just, all the interiors were shot on a soundstage. So, I'm gonna turn down the audio so I can talk. So, since it was shot on a soundstage, like, they must have really loved that Frank Lloyd Wright house. Like, it does not look like look like an old house that would have, like, ghosts inside it and shit, and it does not look like... It was a very modern house at the time. It's just sort of weird that they went in that direction. I don't know. Because it was a new fucking house, so I'm surprised that so many fucking people died in this place.
Our guest
I was
is
like...
here, unfortunately still alive. Is your face on yet?
The funny thing, Dr. Trash05 mentioned that this looks like a Alfred Hitchcock kind of movie. William Castle was actually...
Couldn't you have had the place clean?
Sorry, William Castle was actually a really big fan of Alfred Hitchcock.
That's a very
And
fitting outfit, but hardly
he
suitable for a party.
eventually made some Hitchcock-inspired movies, but the thing about this movie is that Hitchcock saw the success of House on Haunted Hill, and he decided he wanted to make his own horror movie, and that horror movie turned out to be fucking Psycho, huh?
Well, the strangers were not...
There's some trivia. Anyway,
Friends,
kind of ironic that the
do we
fan
have any
inspired
friends?
the guy
You're jealous.
who he loved, and then the fan just kept making movies.
I had a
And,
reason for
whatever.
inviting each guest. I wanted kind of a cross-section.
I mustn't talk over Vincent Price's performance.
And from drunk to jet pilot, they share one thing. They all need money. Now let's see if they're brave enough to earn it.
Couldn't Vincent Price have just invited a
Call
bunch
this
of
a
homeless
party?
people? Those
Could
people
be.
really need the money, okay? But there were no homeless
Do
people
that
in the
at Squirrel
50s. Never
Street.
mind. It was
Might
everything was
explode.
great back then.
Never does.
Would you guarantee that?
That isn't funny, Frederick.
Make a good headline. Playboy kills wife with champagne cork.
I wonder if anyone like tried to
You join me?
imitate that
No, thank you.
after this movie. That'd be a great way to kill this.
Prove your
Kill this
cure.
bitch that I
My
hate,
humor is
that I'm married
behind
to.
And I haven't poisoned it.
Oh, and someone did
always
paid
good
for
to
a
know
super
that.
chat that I missed. Thank you. I probably should have mentioned that. Oh well.
Have some. You'll enjoy the party more. Go on.
Everything's better with booze, okay? Everything. If you're not fucking shit-faced at Disney World, you know, you're not doing it right.
And I'm not going to the party.
Of all my wives, you're the least agreeable.
But still alive.
Is he a polygamist? Oh, okay. He killed all of
Go
them.
away for $1 million, tax-free.
Maybe he killed all. Yeah,
You want it all, don't you?
I deserve it all.
yeah. That's kind of weird how all of his
Jealousy
wives are
isn't
dead.
tax-free. You
He's
possess
either
this
really
weapon.
unlucky or.
If ever a man had grounds for divorce,
But can't prove them.
the time will come. You'll slip
So
up
this
one
was-
of these days.
Think so?
Back in the day when you had
Not
to.
long enough. You remember the fun
When you
we
had to have,
when
like,
you
proof
poisoned
of,
me?
like, a spouse being shitty to divorce him?
Something
Man.
you ate, the doctor said.
Yes.
Wha-ching!
Arsenic on the rock.
I don't think that was a good whip sound effect.
Annabelle.
That was more like a fucking knife coming out of
Do it again
a
if you thought you
fucking
could get away with it,
hilt
wouldn't you?
or whatever. Okay.
And what makes you think that?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to do a whip sound effect with my voice. I have to admit. It's hard to do.
Have it hanging
I've tried to do
forever.
all kinds of fucking
Get any more ideas?
fucking impressions, but
Let the ghosts and the ghouls
they don't come out
decide.
right out of my voice. I don't know what's up with it.
The only ghoul in the house is you.
And don't sit up all
There's
night.
some lag. Okay, that's not good. Let's see if I can fix that. I don't know if I can though. I don't know if I can without really derailing shit. Oh well. Hopefully it'll all work itself out.
This is what she used on my...
There's some scary moments, like I said, Adam Morris. There's a few scary moments.
Parts of the bodies all over the house, in places you wouldn't think. The funny thing is the heads have never been found. Hands and feet and things like that. But no heads.
The wife, probably in a rage, threatened her husband with a knife and then, carried away by hysteria,
Oh,
took a swing at
Mr.
him and
Frag
went out
Minion,
the
I
window. She
I
certainly
just
went out. How
enjoy
many people did
I
she
just
kill?
enjoy taking a ride every now and then, and
Her husband...
I kind of
and
just
sister,
sort
no
of
one else.
instantaneously
So there are two loose heads just floating around.
end up inside the car.
You can hear them at night.
I don't know.
They whisper to each
It's sort of weird how I was in the Wolfula one second, and then I'm in the car already in a fucking movie theater lot. I don't know.
Mix me a drink.
I should probably connect these
what
two
will you
things
have?
better. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Good evening.
I don't have a good
I'm your
answer
host,
for that, I'm
Frederick
afraid.
Lauren.
But thank
We're
you
all
for
strangers to each other.
giving me
Let's get
$5.
acquainted with the drink, shall we?
Mr. Lauren, I advise you to call this party off now. The ghosts are already moving, and that's a bad sign.
Let me apologize for my wife. She'll join us later. What do you have,
Scotch and
Doctor?
Was that a burn on his wife? I'm wondering.
Now, before the party begins,
I think it was.
Let's go over the details. The caretakers will leave at midnight, locking us in here until they come back in the morning. Once the door is locked, there's no way out. The windows have bars that a jail would be proud of, and the only door to the outside locks like a vault. There's no electricity, no phone, no one within miles.
Wow.
So
This sounds a lot like
wait for
Puerto
help.
Rico after Hurricane Maria.
Like a coffin.
Or Irma. Either one.
So if any of you decide not to stay for the party, you must let me know before midnight.
Only not as wet, I must admit.
I shan't be able to pay you anything.
I'm interested in your reasons for this, party.
Yeah, there's some occasional lag I'm noticing. It stays at green for a little bit, but then it'll go into red and orange and back to green. It's not consistent. I'm gonna have to figure something out.
And now my wife has given us all the opportunity to find out.
Amusing. Ghosts, etc.
Yeah, that
Venus,
Puerto Rico
beings,
joke was
mysterious.
probably a little too
Your
soon, but
partner
I don't know. It was the only thing I could think of when he was talking about that. It was the only joke I could think of. Sorry. I'm
7
sorry.
now. Maybe more before morning.
But
That's true.
that's a little something for people who think I'm all
4 men
PC
have been
now
murdered
or
in
whatever, and that I won't make fucking offensive
3 women.
jokes.
You planned your party very well, Mr. Lauren. 4 of us are
I'll
men,
make some
3
offensive
women.
jokes, okay?
A ghost for everybody.
Richard, why don't you take us on a tour through the house and let's see what happens.
Okay, let's keep things on topic, the only Merc, okay? I don't think Tim Curry has a clown dick. He was just playing a character. What?
See that stain? Blood.
Encyclopedia
A
of
young girl
Pop
was
Culture,
killed here.
you're an F
Whatever
word.
got her wasn't human.
And that
Most of them
Encyclopedia of Pop Culture guy, I just want to mention, he reposted my fucking Seed of Chucky review without my permission at all. He didn't contact me. I already had a link to that, so him posting it directly to YouTube takes away fucking money for that I would get, because fucking Universal took it down, and then I had to put the link to my Google Drive, but then he just took it and just posted it to his own channel, and now he's in the chat being a dick.
Well, Mr. Pritchard,
Fuck
you're
you,
the life of
dude.
the party.
He just reposts other people's content.
Wasn't there a man who
Doesn't take
threw his
any
wife into a
fucking...
wine vat or something?
I guess I'm kind of also reposting people's content, but at least I'm adding commentary and critique and other jokes and shit, I guess. But whatever. Seriously, don't be a dick, Encyclopedia of Pop Culture. And I know I think he doesn't put ads on that shit, but still, it's not cool.
All this belonged to a Mr. Norton, who didn't die here. He was electrocuted later.
Why are you... Now the Encyclopedia of Pop Culture guy is like, okay, now I'll take it down if you want me to. Like, I would have liked some permission. Like, I would have liked to be asked permission in the first place and other shit.
Threw her in.
And for you to not call me a fucking slur.
Bones came
Okay, anyway.
It's a funny thing. But none of the murders here were...
I'm getting really derailed. Let's get back on topic. And,
shooting or stabbing. They've all been sort of wild, violent, and different.
I might just do the brain that wouldn't die, Jacob DeCourcy. I don't care if he takes it down or not. Just fucking ask permission. Like, I shouldn't be surprised when I find it in in the search and shit. Like, seriously. Just fucking ask. It's my shit, okay? I wasn't paying attention. So they have a fucking, just a pool? That's an unorthodox goddamn swimming pool
Just leaves the bones.
with acid and shit. The original The Haunting movie? I don't know, I haven't heard of it. If anybody knows, like, a Halloween-oriented movie that's public domain, please let me know. I'd like to know about that.
Come on.
Man, this would never fly, like, today. Unless they're gonna do something. Okay, at first I thought they were just gonna shoot all of the characters leaving the fucking room. Just so we know, like, okay, we need to know how they get from room to room. We need to see them all fucking leave this room.
Mr. Lawrence said everybody'd get $10,000.
Movies were really just like, a lot of the time, just like sort of plays that were recorded a lot of the time, especially horror movies.
Aren't you going to stay?
Most of the time shot on elaborate sets and stuff. It wasn't until like the 70s when
I'm going to stay too.
when like movies largely started to shoot off of sets and off of sound stages and off of back lots.
I don't know.
Jaws was an especially. I don't think anything in Jaws was actually shot on a set. I'm pretty sure it was all shot outside, which is pretty fucking. And by outside, I mean in the outside real world, not on like fucking fake sound stages and shit.
What do you mean if we get it?
Like,
Won't he pay
they
us if
actually
we get it?
shot on an island. They shot in the middle of the ocean. Like,
10,000 is no more to him than a nickel is to us.
We were in an automobile accident. Now I'm
man,
the
nickels
one
were
who
worth a
couldn't
lot.
get any money.
It's weird to think about that.
Doors.
You could buy like a whole fucking lunch and dinner just with a nickel. And still have some change. Oh man, that guy... Quick theft bat... I mean, it's still I mean, it's kind of funny because all the stuff that's blocked still shows because I'm showing my my privileged view of the chat, so you could still see like quick theft bastards from John Cole. I'm pretty sure he's talking about I don't know, somebody else. That fucking guy I was talking. Man, I got really angry back there. It's crazy. This was the scariest thing back in the day, being stuck in a dark room. And I'm sure this was one of the points where they'd have like a dude in like a fucking, in a little fucking, like wearing a sheet on him, just like enter the fucking theater and just like, ooh, I'm scary. Is Suicide Squad a horror movie? Lucky straight? I mean, if you consider something you don't want to look at a horror movie, then yeah, it's a horror movie. It's something I really never want to see again. This is this kind of scary shit I was talking about. Like, just the suspense. Just this... There's this weird entity in the basement. And it just, I don't really want to ruin it, but, it gets fucked up down here. This must have been a real... I kind of like... Because, yeah... I'm honestly surprised that, well, I don't know, I guess people were just much more easily scared back in the day, you know? Because they... You know, you could just get away with, like... Because it's weird to think that, the reveal in the original Frankenstein was, like, super frightening to people, where just Boris Karloff turning around and facing the camera, and then the close-ups and shit of him. It's so weird to think that was, like, just... That was enough to scare people, and nowadays, you gotta really, really push the envelope.
You all right? Nothing that money won't cure.
Well, Vincent Price did say booze helps people have more fun, so...
The only way you could bump your head in here is to run head
Honestly, did they sign a, did they sign, like, a contract or something? Where they...
Let's get a bandage on.
Where they'd say... Sorry for the audio. I'm adjusting the audio on the fly, but these people signed a contract that said, I will not sue Vincent Price if I die... Well, not if I die. If I get fucking really hurt in this supposedly haunted house. And just so you guys know, I've never seen the remake. I've only seen the original. And from what I hear, the remake's not great, but I haven't heard anything really that bad either. I don't know. Don't know if it's any good. And I'm about to shift in my chair, so you're gonna maybe hear a creak. Okay, that's not good. Alrighty.
When you came in, you said something about a ghost.
There was something.
What did it look like?
All right, let's get some nice Fresca into this cup.
Weren't you a little frightened at the time?
There we go.
Well, yes.
That, Mr. Loren, is hysteria.
Doomvitus88 really wants me to review bad channels. What constitutes a bad channel? Like, I don't fucking know.
You better get that checked.
I've only known good channels, and that channel is mine. Quality content like this, watching House on Haunted Hill. Very quaint idea of content. The kind of content that a fucking UHF station in the 80s would fucking post. Let's just post this random guy
Coming closer, Mr. Loren.
just fucking watching an old horror movie.
Pet ghost, don't you, Pritchard?
It ended
Before the
up,
night's over, you will.
that ended up being Mystery Science Theater, so it was a brilliant idea.
I'd like one. Scotch and.
Though I'd imagine Mystery Science Theater didn't have quite as much lag. I really hope this video isn't super laggy. Oh, man.
Are you really going to pay anyone who stays all night?
Certainly.
Man, the moderators are really,
Will there be much red tape?
really, cracking down on people.
In a hurry, dear?
Frankly, yes. Or frantically.
I should probably be a little more selective of moderators, because who knows, some of these people might be... I didn't really have a vetting process for moderators, so some of these people I could trust, some of these people were just sort of... I got drunk on power and was like, yes, you want to be a moderator? Go ahead. Go ahead! But maybe that's not the best strategy. Maybe I should streamline the moderators to just like the really hardcore fans, especially the fans who are contributing to the Patreon.
And if the door was locked, how did it get out? What you saw might have been a ghost, Nora, but what was in here with me was no ghost.
I don't know. I was so scared.
Just my resentment towards you, Nora. Don't you guys know? Just keep all your language to
Different to you?
to just being fucking kindergarten level. No, Goulash isn't a moderator. He's operating the fucking projector. Can't be in two places at what? Well, I mean, I guess he could just have the laptop right next to him while he's using the projector. He's not really doing anything right now, but he could be getting me fucking popcorn right now. I just realized. I mean, we have the fucking popcorn right over there. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
I'll knock on the other wall. When you hear me, you knock on this wall.
Why don't they have candlestick holders? Yeah, that's right. That wax has gotta be... Then again, this was the 50s, so everything was, like, built to last. All this shit was, like, just really solid. So, that's the kind of shit... This was the jump scare of its time, and she's, like, on a skateboard. But the reveal was frightening, okay? The reveal was frightening, especially probably back in the day. I got legitimately startled by that. When I first saw the movie, I was like, whoa! Okay. Was not expecting that. And then but the weird thing is that then she, like, walks away, like... And that is not a ghost, just so you know. That's a real, just normal person that just looks fucking weird and creepy. But she's, like, walking...
What if it ran out of
like,
here? I'd have seen it.
Just fucking... She's being pulled by a skateboard.
Why didn't I see it?
It's a weird way to handle it.
You don't believe me.
Well, how can I?
I don't know. Does Nora have a history of mental illness or something? Where, I guess this is back when women didn't have really any credibility. So if they see something just even slightly out of the ordinary, like, oh, you're fucking crazy.
You must be Miss Mann. I realize this is a very unusual and I'm afraid very dull part.
Didn't they say there was no electricity? Is there, like, candlelight in this place? Like, that's what I'm wondering. Or is this all being lit by moonlight? What's going on? I guess that... Yeah, okay, it's fucking... They got candles, but... This place is really well lit, then. Jesus. Like, you could see super well.
I doubt if I'll spend much time here.
It's going to rain. Perfect atmosphere for my husband's party. Why did you come here?
He said he'd give
Man,
me
it's so weird to
$10,000.
think that Vincent Price is doing this when, like, they couldn't even stream back then.
My supervisor just
So what?
came and said I'd been invited.
Where's it can't even be a publicity stunt. He's like wasting so much fucking money on this party.
I just met him tonight.
It's a very convoluted concept for a party, I have to admit.
Why you?
Maybe if this was on Halloween, I could understand it, but I don't know. Well, yeah, I know they have studio lights in the fucking... I know that, but I'm talking about the actual light.
Mr. Schroeder.
I know there's studio lights lighting these actors and shit, but I'm talking about, like, why is...
Don't do it again.
Why, like, I don't know, it's hard to believe that... Because, whatever, it doesn't even fucking matter.
Fix your face and I'll come by for you in a few minutes.
But
You're in danger. We all are.
Yeah, it's getting a little kinky in this room. Two women
I
alone.
hope for your sake you never find out.
No, but I guess Nora sort of was a buzzkill about it. Vincent Price's wife seemed like she was super into it, but Nora's just a fucking pussy about everything.
Not exactly.
Are you the doctor?
No, I'm Lance Schroeder.
The pilot.
What do I think of the new Leatherface and Chucky movie?
On the head.
The Leatherface movie looks a little,
Which is my...
Leatherface movie looks a little kind of unnecessary. We don't need to see Leatherface's backstory at all. He's not even that important of a character beyond just being the scary thing in those movies. But beyond that, he's not important in the grand scheme of things as far as the family is concerned or anything. Like, I don't know. And the backstory sounds kind of dumb too. I have the new Chucky movie. I haven't watched it yet, but it seems really weird and confusing based on what I skimmed through.
And mad at me,
I don't know. It looks a little dumb. Just gonna say.
Now, don't tell me you're taking all this seriously.
Aren't you?
Well, I'd like to find out what...
So my feelings on the new Chucky movie are just based on me skimming through it, so I don't know.
If I need help, may I count on you?
Sure, I guess so.
Also, thanks
Look,
for
what's
contributing
going
the
on
super
here,
chat.
anyway? I mean, what is with this party bit?
This is no party. He's planning something.
Your husband?
I'm gonna
That's really what it was.
I'm gonna take a little peek at the video. Hopefully it's not lagging like crazy. Alright, let's take a look very carefully.
Well, what for? He doesn't even know us.
Alright. So far... Oh no, that's not good.
What can he get away with?
Fuck it. Never mind. I wanted to see if I could see the video, but I can't.
You know, of course, that I'm his
Oh, fuck it. I'll take a little peek. Oh, it doesn't even... It's not even showing up. Never mind.
The other two died.
Fuck it. Showing you way too much stuff. Goulash, get back to the thing. There we go.
You mean he...
Oh, shit. No, that's not right, Goulash. You're messing up the chat.
Two girls.
Whatever.
In their 20s.
Well, what can
Okay, am I missing something? Is this lady talking about girls in their 20s?
Nothing matters to him
A
then.
little, female homoeroticism?
He would kill me if he could.
Okay, well, some people are saying the new Chucky movie was good, so, maybe it is. I haven't seen great... Oh, shit. Man, this must have been so risque, like, the way she's dressed. But, yeah, if this movie was released today, with the rating system, it'd get a fucking... It'd get a fucking... It wouldn't even get a PG rating, it'd get a G rating. Like, that's how, apparently there's a lot of lag, I don't know.
In your fashion.
You're so clever, Frederick.
Alright.
I wake nights wondering why I'm married.
I know I could have did some fancy shit to make the chat work, but I didn't. Sorry, I don't know.
Hurry up.
Frederick, for the last time, I'm not going to your party.
And for the last time, it's not my party, but yours. And you are going.
I am.
Okay, well, if the lag is so bad, could someone tell me if there's a way in the middle of streaming something I can mess with the settings and open broadcast system to make it a little more palatable?
All you want to be is a lovely widow.
Who doesn't want to be a lovely widow? I want to be a lovely widow, even.
Then your party will really begin. I wonder how it'll end.
Okay, let's see. Maybe I can fix it in the middle. I'll just get rid of chat for now. Bye-bye, chat, and I'll mess with it. Okay, let's see. Bye, chat. Now we'll just watch the movie, and I'll fix it. I'll try to fix it, at least. Let's see if I can fix it. I probably can't fix it. So, we're not going to have any chat right now.
Okay.
No, I can't fix it. I can't change it in the middle of the chat. I mean, in the middle of the fucking thing. That's not good. But I can... Whoa, shit. I don't want to do that. That's not good.
Host, my dear.
But I can, at least. Maybe this will fucking help. I don't know.
We're all going to get together down in the living room.
This ain't helping.
Mr. Lloyd, I'll be right down.
Okay, let's see. Is it playing? It says I'm live. Isn't this interesting? StreamHealth says it's good. It's in the green, so I don't know. It is lagging though, I have to admit. It's lagging a bit. It's not too bad. It's kind of bad though, I don't know. Yeah, it is going a little slow. See, how does it sound though? Is it oh, that's weird to hear that. Okay, well, whatever. I tried. Let's get back into this. Oh, well. This was not a professional. If you guys want to send me shit, like, stuff that can make streams better, send it to me, like, through a message or something, because I'm not fucking doing this in the middle of the stream where I'm Oh, I'll check out this extension that'll fix my problem. Like, no, I'm in the middle of a stream. And that's not good. Let's fix that. There we go. God damn it. There we go. Alright, that should fix it.
Where's Laura? Miss Manning.
Oh, well. Hopefully things aren't too bad. I tried my best. Then again, I did mess with the settings this time around. I switched it from low latency to normal latency, and I think maybe that messed with it. So next time I'm gonna choose a different latency, okay? Don't worry.
Jonas Slides and his wife. They've been caretakers here for years.
But you said that the caretakers were leaving.
Stay here.
Well, I guess maybe they didn't lock it up yet, but...
Doctor, it looks like we have a real case of hysteria on our hands.
I think she's just a little upset.
That caretaker's wife is so fucking... She must have did a lot of meth. And this was back in the 50s, so that's saying something, doing that much meth to look like that.
This is my wife. These are our guests. Ruth Bridges, Dr. Trent. You know Watson Pritchard, of course. Nora Manning, and,
so weird to think that this far in the movie, they're just now all getting introduced to each other. We're halfway through the movie. Man, that caretaker's wife is really...
What about the 10,000?
Really doing me a frighten.
Who wants to kill you?
Mr. Lawrence.
May I have your attention, please? I think you all remember the bargain we made about staying all night. $10,000 apiece. If any of you don't survive, $50,000 will be divided amongst the rest of you. If I should die...
Well, I hadn't actually accounted for that.
You will be paid by my estate. When the door is locked from the outside by the caretakers, we'll all be forced to stay in this house.
This is clearly not a written agreement. There's not a notary, republic.
There's have a chance to change your minds later.
Yeah.
There'll be no way to get out.
I don't want to stay.
Price is gonna get so sued after this. Like, seriously. No deals were fucking written. He's screwed, basically. All these people are screwed, though.
It isn't midnight yet. Who told them they could leave?
They never leave before midnight.
Well, they've gone now.
Is the sequel to the remake really bad? It's so funny how, like, this is kind of still during a dark time for horror, where, like, there were horror movies coming out, but they were no longer like the event films that people that Universal made horror for a while. Like, horror had kind of gone downhill. There just weren't like that many classic horror movies, and the movies that are kind of considered classics are sort of mediocre during this period of time, like during the 50s, a little bit of the 60s. There were some classics like Psycho, but most part, like, a lot of just shitty horror movies or mediocre horror movies. Like, not really all that great. Will I ever watch Psycho on a live stream? Maybe once it goes public domain, but I don't think that's ever going to happen.
You just press down on this lever.
I know, because, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like, I don't know the legalities of it, but,
These are no good against the dead, only the living.
I don't know.
Doctor?
It's so weird. Like, this is a haunted house. Here's a fucking piece for all of you to defend yourself from ghosts. Like, that's so fucking weird.
Go ahead, take it.
Yeah, there were some good sci-fi horror, I guess, sci-fi movies, but even that, like, a lot of them were just like fucking giant monster, like giant like bugs and shit. Like, nothing all that great. I mean,
and here's yours, dear.
I don't need it.
It was your idea. Who knows, you may want to use it on me before this night is over.
Rosemary's Baby is not public domain. Night of the Living Dead, I already did that.
I agree with Pritchard on that point, although not for the same reason.
Dr. Trent, don't you approve of our little party favors?
Suppose Nora
I don't know.
had a gun when she
Somebody
was
mentioned that like none of them jumped when the gunshot happened, but you know, maybe these people have seen a lot of action. Okay, this was the 50s. You could just shoot a gun just in any direction. Like nobody cared. Nobody cared. Okay. I don't know what Beast of 20,000 Fathoms is. I've never fucking heard of it. Okay. So it's not. You're not making a great point. A great case for 50s to 60s horror movies. Okay. Sci-fi movies too.
Would you like to see one of those heads? Would you all like to see one of those heads? Well then, just follow me.
Like horror didn't really start to get really good. Like the 70s and 80s were like the pretty much just the second great age for horror, where there was just lots of just great horror movies again. It felt like the modern version of the Universal cycle. Like just great stuff. I don't know if this movie could really measure up to this kind of stuff that was being pumped out in the 70s and 80s, but again, it was a different time period, and this was a time when, because a lot of the horror movies released by Universal in the 30s and 40s were kind of based on pre-existing books, and they were a lot of the time period pieces, and I'm not talking about like a woman's period or anything like that. I'm talking about like they took place at a different time period. So,
would you care for a sedative?
You know, they were trying their hands at modern horror movies, modern at the time, so a lot of the time it was basically ghosts, you know, just ghosts.
I wish she'd taken the sedative.
Well, what do you suppose she thought she saw?
They're closing in on her.
Look, Doc, I think somebody ought to stay with her.
There could be 1 million people around her. If they wanted her, they'd get her.
Man, I get really irritated by that guy after a while. I get it, it's haunted. I get it.
I'll join you in a minute.
Do you think it would do any good if you went in and talked to her?
Do you think there really was a head?
What is she your grandmother or something? Like, wait.
Something like that would put me right over the
I don't
edge.
think any of these people know each other all that well.
Sort of stay up here, I mean, in case
Right?
she needs help.
All right. I'll be in my room. Just call it.
What is she? Is she actually their grandmother or something? Right? Yeah, maybe one day I will master live streaming, but
Are you sure there
not
are
today.
people in this house?
Positive, except for the ghosts.
I don't believe in ghosts.
Is it really lagging bad? Let's take another look at it. Let's
In Nora's case, it's
get
not
rid of
far enough.
chat. Let's take a look at it. Give it a little peek.
What do you
See how it
suggest
is.
we do about it, Doctor?
Yeah, the frame rate's pretty bad. I'm looking at it right now. Wow, the frame rate. Man, it sucks to be you guys, because I'm looking at it on my end, and this frame rate is fantastic. Like, there's no drop frames or anything. It sucks to be you guys, I have to admit. Sucks to be you guys. But I get to see a perfect film. Just a perfect film, high definition, great frame rate. Really sucks to be you guys. Let's bring the chat back. Fix it.
Nora?
Alright, that should do it. There we go. Anyway. Again, I'm really sympathetic to all these drop frames. But again, I messed with the settings. I shouldn't have done that. I should have also did a little test, too. Then again, nobody was telling me we were dropping frames when we started, okay? So, you know, it's on you. Like, I had a whole thing at the beginning where you could have told me, hey, everything fine? So, it's all on you guys. You guys have to pay for this, alright? You have to pay for all these drop frames. You had your chance. I could have fixed it, came back, and then just started the movie, and we would have had a great time. Went back to the old settings that worked. Whatever. Yeah, some of these. I'm gonna hide this guy who called me a bitch. At least I think he's calling me a bitch. I don't know. It's not nice.
Better tell me now.
She's gone. She's gone with them. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Oh man. 50s orgasms were really weird sounding. Oh, she killed herself or something. Oh, I guess maybe she didn't since she fucking screamed. Unless she also had a weird orgasm. I don't know.
Let her down.
Yes, it was just a prank, bro. This whole thing was just an elaborate hoax. That was kind of the thing back in the 50s, where they were like, yeah, there's no real such thing. There's no such thing as ghosts and shit. We were just messing with you the whole movie, but there was something weird going on. It was like a Scooby-Doo thing. What do I think of the It miniseries? Well, I have to admit, it has not aged well. Not as well as I thought it had. I watched it again, as Goulash said, and I have to admit, it
Your wife hanged herself.
it was hard to watch. It was hard to watch. Orgasms have improved Sean O'Brien? I wouldn't say that. I'm just saying, it's weird to hear what they used to sound like. Well, now, let's not... Then again, maybe she was trying to do that, what's that autoerotic asphyxiation thing, and it just didn't go well. She did a David Carradine, basically. I'm not sick, Timothy Cordwell, but if you talk at all for, like, more than an hour, pretty much nonstop, your voice is gonna get a little coarse, too. I might have to take a little intermission in a bit. Because I also gotta take a piss. Probably shouldn't say that on the stream, but whatever, I don't care.
I don't know. It was dark, but it must have been him.
Can I do your donation page to do a flat rate donation? I was gonna donate more than what was allowed. Yeah, you can donate however much you want. Like, okay, you can go to the Patreon and you'll get some benefits, but you'll also have to like donate on a monthly basis. Or you could just donate once directly to the channel, but a lot of people don't do that usually. But yeah, you could donate directly to the channel however much you want. Though I think it may or may not be an anonymous donation. I don't know, but you can donate. Just go to the channel page and just press... There's like some kind of setting. There's some kind of thing on the page and it'll say, donate to this channel. I don't know. Movie's actually almost over. We haven't really seen any ghosts. Just a lot of shit that just gets disproven. I guess Nora really was full of shit. Yeah, I think I might go into intermission.
Yeah.
So,
let's all have a meeting, discuss what to do.
Pause it here, Goulash. Going to intermission. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh, okay, there we go. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, press play. Yeah, thank you.
Living room?
Man, I pissed out in front of my yard, in the front yard, because you know I can. It's dark out. No one can see me. It's really liberating, I have to admit. Yeah, I don't know. That intermission music was just some random fucking elevator music I found on YouTube. I don't know. I think maybe other people use it in their videos, but I honestly don't watch any fucking... I don't watch any YouTube videos, honestly. I just watch...
If you have to.
Kind of just watch, like, just TV shows that post their clips, like, the next day. Like, just... That's pretty much it. Yeah, I took a piss. Do I like Saw? Yeah. I haven't seen it. I have not seen it. So I can't say one way or the other. But it never admittedly interests me. Well, it's interesting. Another guy uses royalty-free music. That's crazy. I do love, like, fanboys of, like, YouTube channels. Like, they feel like they... Like, whenever somebody uses, like, the same, like, fucking public domain royalty-free stuff, like, they still feel like there's some ownership there just because they used it. I don't know, it's fucking weird. Like, I've gotten people, like, say, this YouTube channel uses that ding sound effect. What the fuck? Who cares? Like, seriously, it doesn't matter. It does not matter at all.
What are you doing in here? Wait. Don't wait.
And it's a little irritating, too.
I didn't want them to take her away.
You're drunk.
They will if you don't watch her.
You're drunk. All right, out with it, Bridget. Why did you come into this room?
I'm the only one who understands.
Understands what?
Your wife isn't there anymore. She's already joined them.
That sound wasn't the sound of me pissing. It was just the sound of me putting more Fresca in this cup. That will eventually become piss. OMG, Stefan, get over it. I love reading the chat sometimes. I don't know what you're talking about, though. There's a glitch on your tablet. Oh, man, that sucks to be you, Stefan P. Yeah, I'm gonna have to really crack down on these streams, but I also really want to add more shit to these streams, like make it really feel like a authentic drive-in experience. So, Ding is copywritten by the doorbell company. I don't think that's true. I've never heard like a ding sound effect on a doorbell where it was like ding, like that kind of thing. I've never heard that. That's not a doorbell. You can't hear that at all, especially, you know, okay, whatever.
The bars of the windows
Whatever.
are set in solid stone. We gotta stay.
Of course, Fresca still exists.
I'm not afraid of your ghosts, Bridget. But I am afraid. When we came here a few hours ago, the only thing we had in common was...
Yeah, low-key, I'm actually sponsored by Fresca, so... I make so much fucking money every time I mention... Just say the name Fresca. I make so much money. Like, it's crazy. It's ridiculous. I probably shouldn't have mentioned that.
One of us was mysteriously slugged. One of us has been driven to the brink of absolute hysteria.
It's an irresponsible amount of money, but I have to say, though.
Were these accidents?
How often do I stream movies? This is the second time I've ever streamed a movie. I don't know. You could probably tell. The first time it actually... Well, okay, technically I've done it three... This is the third time. I did Night of the Living Dead twice. The first time, internet really sucked. Second time, internet was good. This time, I think internet is still good. I just messed with the YouTube settings, and now the fucking frame rate's down. So I don't know. I'm sorry.
No.
Did any of them?
Oh, Eric McCurdy, I got a lot more money for saying Fresca. A lot more money than that. I think double that amount, okay? I earn a lot more than that.
Do you think your wife killed herself?
No. She was murdered by one of you.
I wonder if Clue got a lot of inspiration from this movie. I'm starting to notice some parallels.
To deliberately kill someone, you must have a reason.
Like there's sort of this interconnected thing, and all the people are different and stuff. And then I'm not talking about the board game. I'm talking about the movie. Movie is like one of the best fucking horror. I mean, not a horror movie. Clue is not a horror movie. It's one of the best fucking comedies / mystery movies. Just great. If you haven't seen it, you have to see it. I've seen it so many times. It's so good. Flames on the side of my face. It's such a great movie.
That's my point. We can't until morning.
Rest in peace. I think her name is Madeline Kahn. Might be mistaken. But rest in peace, the lady that played the flames on the side of my face.
If another murder's in the
Woman.
works, let's stop it now.
Another murder?
Why not? Maybe one of us saw too much.
No, my Wi-Fi... Well, then again, maybe it'd be better if I used a wired connection. Maybe it'd be better. I have the option.
See some ghosts, have a party?
It's just, this is the best room for sound. That's the thing. It's also not, I don't have a direct connection to the internet. Glad you agree with me, the forces of evil. I love people who agree with me, because I'm always right, but sometimes people disagree with me, and I don't understand it.
You really think?
I don't think anything. I just know that I'm going to my room.
I'm sorry you've been having a cold Stefan P. At this point, I'm not even watching the movie. I'm sorry. I should probably pay more attention.
We'll be safe. Because the innocent will have no reason to leave his room, and the guilty will admit his guilt if he or she does.
And we all have guns. And we're all agreed.
That is true. They all have guns. Which kind of mean, well, no, I guess you can't really, because if one of them killed everybody, then, yeah, they go to jail. Huh. Yeah. But I feel like giving them all guns, it's gonna backfire on you, literally. It's gonna backfire on you, like, especially when everybody's kind of jumpy and they think there's fucking ghosts or killers in this fucking house. Like, yeah, it's not the best move. It can't end well. It's so weird to think, though, that this movie only has like 20 minutes left of it, but, so far not a whole lot has happened. They've just been sort of in different rooms having little discussions, essentially. Just been talking about, there's no way there's fucking ghosts. Okay, well, there might be ghosts, but something's going on around here. Maybe there's ghosts. Okay, well, maybe there is ghosts. We all have guns. Let's just reiterating shit. It's like, you know. But then again, this is back when you couldn't get away with anything, so you have to have a fucking skeleton, like, on a fucking rope and pulley system just coming through the audience. Just like, okay, we can't really... The fucking industry is cracking down on all violence and just all kinds of fun stuff, all kinds of horrifying stuff. So let's just fucking have Vincent Price sort of talk to people and not do the cool shit that he usually does, and occasionally have something scary, I guess, for the time. Yeah, this is a lot like Scooby-Doo. In fact, the Scooby-Doo episode kind of stole this plot where, actually, this is such a standard classic horror movie plot where it's just like a bunch of people have to spend the night in a haunted house kind of thing. Man, he was like holding that gun like a fucking thug, dude. But he just said that there was ghosts. Like, the gun's not gonna protect him. Like, you'd think he'd be the most fucking superstitious and wouldn't even bother with the gun. Like, he's really, that character's really, like, that character's really, contradicting himself, you know? You know, even if the stream is lagging, I have to admit there's a lot of people watching it despite that. There's quite a few people, so I must be doing something right. Is the new Leatherface even out? Like, that's the thing. Like, I haven't really seen anything pop up. Like, it was the same thing for the Chucky movie. I didn't really see anything. Like, I saw the trailers and stuff, but I didn't really see anything that said, this stuff is now out, watch it. Like, I never saw that. And I just realized, 14 minutes ago, at least on the East Coast, it just became October. It just became October 1st, you know? So, That's kind of cool. It doesn't really feel all that different, but it's good to know it's October. And just so you guys know, I'm currently in the middle of editing a video. I just maybe made a horrible noise with my mouth, but whatever. Ooh, Cult of Chunky is coming out Tuesday? Oh, okay.
Nora, it's me, Lance. You okay? They've all gone to their rooms and locked themselves in.
October.
It was so dark down there.
It's a weird way to spell October, Johnny Blaze.
Sam,
Huh.
right. He tried to kill you, and he did kill his wife.
How can you be so sure?
Where are my East Coast peeps? I feel bad for the West Coast people. They still have to deal with with it being fucking just September. Just September. Will that video be out tomorrow? I hope so. I really hope so. But just in case it isn't, at least I have something out on October 1st, okay? Well, actually, technically, I think this video is going to count as coming out on this September 30th. So I guess this kind of backfired on me, I have to admit. This did kind of backfire on me. I kind of did this so just in case I didn't have a video on October 1st, but just realized, oh, wait. Since it started on September 30th, then it counts as a September 30th video. Oh, well, that's just fantastic. That's just great. And also, hello, Michael Toner. Thank you for contributing to the Super Chat. But anyway, also, even then, because, like, YouTube's headquarters is on the West Coast, so they only count West Coast time, so it's even further back into September. Like, that kind of sucks. Technically, I started at 8 o'clock on the West Coast on September 30th. That fucking sucks. Well, oh well. I guess I really should have thought this through a little better. And maybe did this tomorrow instead of today. I feel bad for you, Sean Dots. I feel bad for you. You still have to deal with some September bullshit. But I can instantaneously feel that it's getting nice and cool. Not really, though. It's still fucking hot. It's still fucking hot. Man. Well, you just said that you're still in September 30th hell, Sean Dot, so it's apparently not as great as the East Coast in that regard. Oh, I guess there's some credibility to the ghost thing after all. Yeah, this must have really scared the fuck out of people. Just... And I have to admit it, well... Nah, well... They did the best they could. Like, the scariest thing about it is the rope moving. But mostly it feels like the ghosts are fucking around with Nora the most, like... I mean, the worst thing about... It's hot still, Night Tacos, but it's also... Also, I have... Put her back up there? Oh man, here comes Tor Johnson, I assume. But, it's not only hot, but there's also no AC on because... She's just waving that gun around. There's no AC on, and also... Just because, well, there's no AC on because you'd hear it in the background, and it's already not great, okay? Okay, well, someone just mentioned that this movie had a shitty remake, so I guess the remake wasn't very good. I guess that's my confirmation this late into the movie. I probably should check it out one of these days, though, the remake. Might be a fun little review. Okay. Just so I know, okay, the Leatherface movie is on DirecTV. I have DirecTV. What I want to know is, I turned the volume down. What I want to know is, can I watch it for free on DirecTV? Or is it a situation where I still have to fucking pay for it? Because I know it's a DirecTV exclusive, but part of me was wondering, does that mean I could just watch it for free? Like a Netflix sort of thing? That's what I want to know. I'll watch that lickety-split if it's fucking free, if I already have DirecTV. Oh shit, dude.
An admission of guilt, Doctor?
What is this, in the
Certainly not.
middle of the inner city?
Either
Like,
somebody
oh
else in
man.
this house, or one of us has left his room. Did you hear anything?
I think there really should be a special horror movie for the fans, by the fans. I agree. I don't think that's ever been made.
You got yours?
I'm not seeing... It's $11 on DirecTV. God damn it. Well, I guess it's cheaper. Well, then again, do you get to keep it, or are you just renting it? Like, that's the other thing. That's the other shitty thing. Oh, I gotta pay $11 to fucking rent a movie? Like, man. Do I... somebody please tell me. Do I at least get to keep the Leatherface movie? Please tell me. That's how they get you. But I can't imagine, because if it's fucking... What is the worst horror movie for me? It's Jason X. Well, thank you for contributing, Michael Toner. The worst horror movie, well, I suppose the worst horror movie would be a movie that's, you know, just, it fails as a horror movie. Like, it doesn't even try, and it's not scary. Let me think. I'm trying to think of, like, a particularly pathetic horror movie, because there's...
It's almost over, darling. Every detail was perfect.
Trying to think. Like, yeah, well, there's a lot of horror movies that I hate, but I'm trying to think of something that's really pathetic. Like, this one horror movie that I reviewed that the guy who directed it wanted me to review it and shit.
Perfect crime.
I think it was called The Descendants or something. No, it wasn't The Descendants, I don't think. I did it in 2015. It was like a really shitty horror movie. Nothing happened for most of it. There wasn't even a sense of suspense or tension or anything like that. It was just so super boring. It was a ghost movie, and it just sucked. I don't know.
After you appeared at the window, everything began to work just as we had planned.
But,
you were wonderful.
I don't
just
know.
a touch that finally drove
Worst
her into complete hysteria.
It's worth all of our planning, darling. Where's Nora now?
Can't think of a really particularly good bad horror. Well, maybe. Well.
And Frederick?
On his way to the cellar.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It's really hard to say. There's just there's a lot of bad horror movies, and it's just hard to really pick one out above all. There's horror movies that I hate too. I don't know.
What about my suicide?
Just a ghost party kid.
Oh yeah, that chick didn't kill herself.
Since I'm the only one who touched you.
Yeah, that's.
And the caretakers.
Well, they had no idea what they were really doing.
What about Nora? She's not.
Yeah, they're really Scooby-Dooing this. But yeah, there was a Scooby-Doo episode, Scooby-Doo Where Are You episode that had this plot where, like, Scooby apparently inherits this fucking Confederate general's money and shit, and, which is kind of strange. Apparently Scooby saved this Confederate general from drowning. Like, apparently Scooby-Doo has a very complex backstory where he's, like, fucking rescuing Confederate generals, like, before he even came into possession of Shaggy, and the general remembered Scooby and decided to include him in the inheritance, but only if he stayed for a night in a haunted house. Which, you know, that's kind of a dick move. Like, why do fucking dead old people do that? Like, why do they have to fuck with you, like, just a little bit after the dead? Like, I don't get it. It's a movie that I hate that everyone likes. You know, I never really liked Zombieland all that much. Like, I felt like it was just a lesser Shaun of the Dead. Like, it wasn't really clever. It didn't really feel like it was riffing on zombie stuff. It just felt too much like its own thing, but it didn't have enough zombies in it. It didn't have, like, a feeling of, like, there being a conflict. Like, the George Romero movies always have, like, a human villain or something to add to it, to add to the conflict. But it felt like it was more just like, okay, we're gonna learn to be a family in the middle of this zombie apocalypse. And they spent way too much time with the Bill Murray joke. I don't know, it felt very much like it was just kind of pandering to people, especially with the popularity of zombies around that time. I don't know. I just never liked Zombieland all that much. Just never was a fan. But I don't necessarily hate Zombieland. I just didn't find it endearing at all. It just felt like it just wasn't. It just felt like it wasn't really all that. And it had this sort of. I don't know. It had like sort of a fucking. Yeah, I know there was going to be a TV series for Zombieland. I don't know, I just felt like there wasn't really... I mean, I guess if it had become like a franchise, like it probably should have, like maybe the first movie would have worked as an origin story for how this group comes together, and then maybe they find out more about them in the sequels, and they actually have conflicts and stuff. I don't know. Okay, Michael Toner contributed again. Scooby-Doo was my favorite until it turned to shit. Yeah, obviously I haven't seen Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. That show is the bomb, okay? It's so great. It's so good. If none of you have seen it, you gotta watch it. There's tons of horror movie references. Like, there's a reference to The Shining in one of the episodes that's so fucking funny and good. Like, it's just such a good show. It was the best version of Scooby-Doo in my view, at least. Like, it just felt like it was made by hardcore fans of not just Scooby-Doo, but also horror movies and stuff, like, and they actually add development to the characters. It was so good. So very good. Like, just see it. You gotta see it. So, looks like, the ghosts are gonna backfire on this lady. Looks like, now that we're returning to the, Did someone ask for a shout-out? Apparently somebody did. What's the weirdest thing I've ever seen? Ever see that video of the lady smushing the kitten with her fucking stiletto heels? That was kind of weird. Totally look it up. So, yeah, I'm assuming this is the point where the fucking, skeleton would pop out at the audience. Too bad they couldn't include, like, an actual skeleton popping out at you on the DVD releases. It's something it's so weird, like, because I feel like maybe this movie doesn't work as well without what they gave you in the theater, and I wonder if they re-release this movie at any point with all the stuff that happens in the theater. I wonder. Just push him over. He's a fucking skeleton. Come on. Oh, well. Yeah, this is, Well. No. You might want to... Oh, well. Yeah. That's why you don't fucking horse around next to the pool, okay? Especially if the pool happens to also be acid, okay? That's what you need to know. Spooky, scary skeletons send shivers down your spine. That's why skeletons are scary. Haven't you heard the song? Yeah, Well, that was, it's so crazy how this complex thing eventually amounted to, Vincent Price faking his death and then just having a skeleton creep her out a bit. A little anticlimactic, I must admit. A little anticlimactic. Yeah, I like Halloween 3. It's a fun little cheesy horror movie, you know?
Good night, Annabelle. The crime you two planned was indeed perfect. Only the victim is alive and the murderers are not.
I don't know if I'm going to be necessarily reviewing all the I Am Legend adaptations, but I might play Last Man on Earth. I remember that being pretty good with Vincent Price. And I just heard someone scream outside. Can't be good. Hope you didn't hear that.
I've shot Mr. Lorne. He's down in the wine cellar.
How can you get your partner to watch Halloween 3 with you? He refuses. Well, is he scared of fucking is he scared of, like, fucking just masks that turn your head into bugs? I do sound like Skeletor. Like, I mean, some people don't want to watch Halloween 3. Like, I saw this comment that said, I don't want to see Halloween 3 at all because it's got it doesn't have Michael Myers, and that's dumb. You should see it. Give it a shot. You might have some fun.
My wife stumbled and fell. I'm ready for justice to decide if...
Like, Halloween 3 is, like, one of the best horror movies to watch if you want to get into the spirit of Halloween. Like, it just has this great feeling to it. It's just got all the weird, wacky stuff that you want from a horror movie to get you, like, because that's kind of the real sweet spot. That's what really separates Halloween stuff, Halloween-oriented stuff, from other horror movies. Just it's a little weirder and it's a little wackier.
Many
John Carpenter's Halloween is just like a really great horror movie, but it's not necessarily the best horror movie to watch. It's the horror movie you watch on Halloween, but it's not the horror movie to get into the season, you know? It's not... You watch the wackier stuff to get into the season. You watch stuff like When Good Ghouls Go Bad. You watch stuff like that, especially obscure stuff. Especially even nostalgic stuff that you watch as a kid, you know? That's how you get into the spirit hardcore, fellas and ladies. Then again, I looked at my analytics, and there's like 15... I think there's 14% women watching my videos, which is kind of depressing. I have to admit. It's kind of depressing, but whatever. Whatever. Skeleton, played by himself. That's really good to know, Mr. Castle. That's really, really good to know. Well, that's the end of that film. I guess I should get out of the car. Fine. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this film with me. I know I did. I enjoyed watching the film with me. I kind of watched it by myself, mostly. I accompanied by text, but, still, I watched the film. It was kind of sad watching it by myself, mostly. I didn't even have Goulash sitting next to me. Maybe Goulash can join me in a stream. I had an idea for how it could work, but, I don't know, it's kind of convoluted. Whatever. Anyway, I really do gotta piss. Like, I gotta piss really badly. Like, really, really badly. Again. I drink so much fucking Fresca. Like, that goes through you. But you know what really goes through you? Infant blood. That stuff goes through you like crazy. That's why I wasn't drinking it in this stream. I'd be pissing fountains if I drank some infant blood, but I'm not. So, I'm not pissing fountains then. Anyway. I guess I'll see you guys later. Shout out to Namey Name. Okay. Oh well. Okay, so... Yeah, well, I think I'm gonna just head out. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay. After stream, let's go with that. Alright, see you guys later. Bye-bye. Man, I wonder if anybody's still around. Let's see. Let's see. Anybody still here? Everybody's checking out. Alright, I guess it's about time I ended this.